Namaste guys and welcome back to my channel Veg by Svavika, and today I'm going to show you how to make McDonald's style veg burger, and also I will show you how to store patties for at least 20 days in the refrigerator. So without blabbering a lot, let's get started right into the video. For making the burger, we would require chopped capsicum, tomatoes, onion and garlic. Now heat up a pan on medium flame and add about 1.5 tablespoon of oil, and then add all the finely chopped vegetables into it. Now saute the vegetables for 2 to 3 minutes. This will ensure that the vegetable doesn't remain raw, and also this will help in preserving the patties for a longer span of time. Now add about half a tablespoon of raw mango powder and give a good stir so that it can be evenly distributed. I did not have ginger readily available at that moment, that's why I'm adding ginger powder. So now it's time to add about half a teaspoon of ginger powder, followed by 1 teaspoon of red chili powder and about 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Now mix everything really well so that it can be evenly combined. All these masalas and spices are very important, but you can add or subtract as per your liking. Now add about half a teaspoon of garam masala. I would highly recommend that you don't skip garam masala, as this gives a beautiful aroma. We have cooked the vegetables for 7 to 8 minutes in total. Now take about 2.5 cup of boiled potatoes in a bowl and add the stir vegetables that we made earlier. As vegetables will be very hot, so make sure that you use a masher to combine it with potatoes. Make sure that you mash all the vegetables and potatoes really nicely, and it should be combined really well. This will ensure that you have a great experience having the burger patties. This video and tiramisu video was shot a while back when I wasn't confident about filming my recipes, but there is no compromise on the taste, trust me guys. Add about 3 tablespoons of cornstarch into the mashed potatoes and make sure that you mix really nicely so that everything combines. Cornstarch will help in bringing the dough together. It will act as a binding agent, and at the same time it will make patties gooey and chewy from inside, and also will impart a golden crispy crust on the top. After 4 to 5 minutes of combining the dough together, I think it's perfectly fine and it is ready to make patties out of it. Now for making slurry, we would require about 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour in a separate bowl, and to that add about 3 tablespoons of corn flour. Now for making the slurry, I would require about 3/4 cup of water. Now mix really well. Make sure that no lumps are formed in the process of mixing. I think my slurry is way too thin and runny as per my desired consistency, so I will now add about 1 tablespoon of cornstarch into it so that it thickens up. Rather than adding another tablespoon of cornstarch, you can actually use lesser amount of water so that it stays quite thick. This is the perfect consistency that I was looking for. Now we would require about 3/4 cup of powdered rusk, or you can also use cereals, oat flour, anything of that sort that will give a crispy crust on the top. As we will shallow fry our patties, please do not use rice flour in the place of rusk. The dough that we made earlier will give about 4 to 5 medium-sized patties. You can also make 5 to 6 small-sized patties. Just make sure that it fits your burger bun. Now take one patty and dip it into the slurry that we made earlier. Make sure that it have an even coat, and once it is coated evenly, now take it out and dump it into the rusk bowl and make sure that it is evenly coated by the rusk. You can coat the patties with the rusk powder as per my method I have shown in the video, or you can also take about 2 to 3 tablespoons of rusk powder and you can sprinkle it on the top so that it gets evenly coated. Now take the patties out and dust the excess of the rusk powder that has been stuck on it and place it in a plate and follow the same instructions and do all the patties. Now take about half a cup of oil in a pan and heat it up on medium flame, and once the oil gets really hot, dump the patties into it and shallow fry them really nicely. You can store rust coated patties in Ziploc bag in freezer for maximum of 20 days. Before using the freeze patties, make sure that they come to the room temperature and then shallow fry them. After 3 to 4 minutes, our patties will become crispy and golden brown from one side, then flip it over and let them cook on the other side and become crispy and golden. It took me about 7 minutes to fry 2 patties. So let me show you how crispy they are. It was very crispy, right? You have to place cheese slice on the top of the patties when they are very hot or just came out of the oil. I shot this video during the lockdown and no cheese slice was available at that moment, so I just cut few slices of mozzarella and placed it on the top. In a separate bowl, I took about 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and to that I added about 3 tablespoons of ketchup. So you have to take equal parts of ketchup and mayonnaise and mix them together. The color of the byproduct will become pale orangish. All the links to my social media accounts are down below in the description box, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram as I'm very active over there. Now add about half a tablespoon of chili flakes into the mayonnaise ketchup mixture and mix really well. Now take a burger bun and slice it into half using a bread knife or a serrated knife. Now toast these burger buns on medium flame for at least half a minute and then apply a generous amount of mayonnaise and ketchup mixture. I have used about 1 tablespoon of the ketchup mayonnaise mixture. Now make sure that you have spread it evenly on the burger bun. After adding a layer of ketchup and mayonnaise, now sprinkle about half a teaspoon of Italian herbs like oregano. If you don't have any, then don't worry, it's okay. Now layering them with thin slices of onion, then we will keep the patty that we made earlier. Now the second last step is to add thin slices of tomatoes and finally cover it up with another burger bun slice. Finally, our burger is ready. You can also microwave it for 30 seconds if you have used mozzarella cheese instead of cheese slice so that it can melt. I hope that you will try this recipe at your home, and if you really like this video, then don't forget to give a big fat thumbs up. It motivates me to make new videos for you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!